Look.
Today, I came across this video on my YouTube feed from Doublelift criticizing Cadrill's MSI tier list. And I had to make this video because I feel like so much bullshit goes on in the league space right now, especially with content creators. And one thing that I really hate
Criticizing
is people
Cadrill's
going
tier
out
list,
and
though.
putting their opinion into the world or into the conversation without doing any of their due diligence, without watching games. I feel like you can have your opinion.
Watch Cadrill's reaction to plays the TLDR of it. I mean, this is a 19-minute video. Let's try 1.5.
Everyone can have different opinions. I'm fine with people having opinions, people having different opinions than me.
I can't understand shit. Hold on. 1.25. The crackhead is talking too fast already.
What I really hate is when somebody puts in 1/50th, 1/100th of the work of other people in terms of actually trying to figure out what is going on, watching games yourself, and then goes out and just, it just shits on them for their take. So we're going to watch some clips of Doublelift reacting to Cadrill here, Cadrill's MSI tier list, and then I'm going to explain why I think that this is so fucking cringe and so disingenuous to go about things. So let's start it off.
Well, okay. Let's go see Cadrill's tier list. Let's go see Cadrill's tier list.
Let's watch. Actually, let's watch.
Tier list. He put BLG.
That's a good tier list, bro. Like, let me say, like, I'm going to make a tier list too. I might have some things different in terms of tiers, but this is an extremely good tier list in my opinion. I think this
Wait, this
very
is crazy.
fair.
This is crazy. I'm watching a video of Dom, watching a video of me, watching a video of Cadrill. And then somebody's probably going to end up watching a video of me, watching a video of Dom, watching a video of me, watching a video of Cadrill.
I would have, I would say that this is completely defensible. Everything makes sense. Nothing about this is ridiculous at all. Like, I watched a little bit of Loud. I didn't watch.
You know, I totally agree. I was just joking when I said that he's paid by the CCP and he check his social credit. Like, that was a joke, by the way. But let's see. I'm just gonna let it play. I'm gonna let it play.
So I have no clue where I would actually rank PSG. I've heard that they're pretty good. Maybe they end up being able to beat a second seed from, I guess, NA, because they won't have the opportunity to beat the second seed from EU because of the way that the brackets turned out. But I think that this is a really good tier list. So shouldn't be any criticism, right? Like, this is a guy who watches League perma, right? Like, Cadrill and I probably watch the most League in the entire world out of all co-streamers. We both cover four regions. I cover like borderline 5 with now doing like CBLOL. I did about 7 days of CBLOL over the course of.
Totally agree, by the way. Could not agree more. I'm not trying to present myself as an authority figure on any region except for LCS, which is the region that I've watched every game of for the last like 5 years, I guess. 4 years. And yeah, I was just making a tier list for fun. And actually, if you look at my Twitch VOD, let me just actually give you guys the context as to like what even happened when I was making the tier list. Here we go. I said MSI tier list today, recovering from losing 9 games. So I lost 9 games in a row, and I was kind of taking a break from playing solo queue. So 9 losses in a row really did a number on me. I was like, fuck it. So I ended up watching the finals with chat of like LEC. This is my first time watching a single game of these teams. Don't even know the players on the teams. In fact, if you had asked me who is on Fnatic, right now, if you ask me who is on top esports, I probably wouldn't be able to name all 5 players, to be honest. I'm just watching it for fun, and the tier list was literally just a... somebody asked me in chat, can you make a tier list? I was like, yeah, sure. In fact, half the time that I'm watching these games, I'm not even paying attention to the game. I'm like looking at chat, I'm eating, I'm like memeing around and shit. I'm pretty sure the finals for LPL, which I watched the next day, I didn't even watch the full games. I only skimmed. Actually, the time that I watched the games, as you can see here in the next VOD. When do I start? I started like 40 minutes into the stream. And I ended up making the tier list 2 hours into the stream, 2 hours, 15 minutes into the stream. So I guess I watched a 4-game series in an hour and 30 minutes or less. I pretty much watched the highlights only. Like, I skipped to the team fights. I had no idea what the fuck was going on. So I don't think I presented myself as like this is like a serious tier list at all. If you guys were there for the streams, at no point during those streams was I like, this is for real, guys. Like this is like a real informative and real it was not like a real tier list, you know? It was just like, you guys ever watch Moist Critical? And yeah, I said it during the entire stream. I was like, this is gonna be a cooked ass tier list. Like, I'm just like doing it for fun. You should watch Cato's reaction. It's more about shitting on someone's take without taking the time to listen to his input. That is true. That is 100% true. I should not have... Like, the video that came out on my clips channel was clipped by my, my clips editor. And I think with the context lacking, it does make it seem like I'm presenting myself like an authority figure, and I'm kind of shitting on Kadril's tier list, and I'm making a joke of it and kind of insulting him and being disrespectful. And at the same time, I'm trying to make it seem like I have like some information about these teams when I definitely don't. What authority does Dom have? Bro watches 5 reasons can chill have shit takes. I mean, I think the whole point of it is that you're not supposed to have like a super strong take unless you have put in a certain amount of effort into like watching the games, putting in the time. And then even if your take is wrong, at least you have a basis for having that take to begin with. And I agree with Dom here. Actually, this is one thing that we both agree on. But like I said, at no point during these streams was I presenting my tier list as anything but just like kind of for fun. Like, I'm trying to watch some before getting into MSI, before co-streaming MSI. I just want to watch some of the teams. I just want to get a feel for how they play. I want to get a feel for who I think the star players are for each team. I didn't watch any LCK, pretty much. I watched a very tiny amount of LCK. I watched 0 LPL. I only watched the finals. Watched 0 LEC. Didn't even know that Fnatic and G2 played in the finals. So, I mean, like, pretty much I'm just doing it, like, for fun. That's the only way I can really describe it. But, the way that the video was... Let's actually check this really fast. I think the way the video came out, I should probably honestly remove those videos. I have no idea why it's like this. Doublelift reacts to Kadril's MSI tier list. Actually, fuck it. Let's just keep watching the video.
Of the year, which is a fair amount of the split, actually, because there's only 18 days of regular season. So yeah, I mean, I think that if you were to talk about this tier list, I could 100% understand the reasoning just from looking at this. I think BLG being the best team over Gen G, I think this is preference, right? Like, if you were to ask Kadril, why do you have BLG over Gen G? I'm sure he would say something similar to what I would say, which is that the weakness of Gen G is their bot lane. Gen G has a like bad laning bot lane specifically, and BLG's biggest strength is their bot lane 2v2s and interactions with jungle. And you can definitely see a world with BLG playing against Gen G where BLG wins the game hard through bot. I'm sure Kadril would say something similar to this, because we actually watch the fucking games, right? Like that's a very logical line of reasoning. So let's see what Doublelift has to say.
He put BLG higher than Gen G and T.
He put BLG higher than Gen G and T1. Ugh, like that's such a crazy. It's like, how is that crazy at all? Like what? Like it's just overreaction for content, I guess. Whatever, I'm fine with it.
He's no, he's capping. He's capping. BLG didn't show anything better than them. Maybe they did in the regular season, but in the finals that I just watched, it didn't show anything better than Gen G and T1.
Okay, so in the finals that he just watched,
this is on 1.25, by the way.
Here's something funny. There's actually more games than just regular season and finals. So he didn't watch regular season, but he also
overreacting for content.
He didn't watch quarterfinals. Like, he doesn't actually spend time seeing the trajectory of the team, trying to understand the fundamental playstyle of BLG and trying to understand why they might be a good matchup into Gen G, why they could be the best team in the world. Instead, we just say, hey, I watch finals. Also, the term watching finals is so fucking loose. I went back to his VOD where he watched finals. He's like, yeah, I have no idea about LPL. I'm gonna watch finals tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. I never presented my tier list as anything but just like a... Okay, let's just keep going. He skimmed through the VODs of finals. He watched like all of finals within pretty much like an hour and 40 minutes, like an hour and a half, something like that. And he just like...
Oh my god, he actually knows that!
Through most of the VODs. Like that wouldn't even qualify as a true VOD review. Like that is
no
not an in-depth VOD review.
100% it doesn't. Oh shit, sorry. I clicked the wrong button on my mouse.
They believed. The person who has...
What, in the finals that I just watched?
Watch finals. He's like, yeah, I have no idea about LPL. I'm gonna watch finals tomorrow. he just skimmed through the VODs of finals. He watched like all of finals within pretty much like an hour and 40 minutes, like an hour and a half, something like that. And he just like skipped through most of the VODs. Like that wouldn't even qualify as a true VOD review. Like that is not an in-depth VOD review. He didn't watch it live. He just like skimmed through the VOD and he's like, all right, bro, like Kadrill is fucking capping, bro. Kadrill, like what is Kadrill doing? BLG higher? What the
How the fuck are they in a completely different tier than Gen G and T1? He might have been paid by CCP. Wait, is he
like, I
farming
get that this is a joke, but I mean, he's clearly just disagreeing with it.
social credit? What the Dude, check him social credit. This is how are they in a completely different tier than Gen G and T1? I could maybe, if I was like on some sort of hard drugs, I could see.
Or wait, or if you watch the fucking games, isn't that crazy? Wait, what happens if you just watch the game? It's like maybe if I was on hard drugs, I could see this happen. It's like, or if you just watch the games like Kadrill did, like I did, you could also have such a.
That was so bad, bro. Kadrill started. I feel like Kadrill popularized saying this dude's on the Zaza. What? Wait, guys. Is Kadrill upset that I said that? That what I said was pretty disrespectful for sure. You know, what I said, it was definitely disrespectful. And looking back, I shouldn't have said that. But come on, guys. Like, does Kadrill have thick skin or not? Like, doesn't he just say this dude's on the Zaza like all the time? It's a joke, bro.
Similar take to this and understand why he's saying it, but instead, like,
okay, so he cares a little bit. Okay, that's my bad. I should apologize.
To see the game
I should
like
definitely apologize.
Sure.
Putting them in the same tier as Gen G. I wish he wished that I took the time to see his reasoning.
Not see them being an entire.
Totally agree. I was not taking the situation seriously at all, guys. To me, a tier list is like, you know who I watch a lot? Moist Critical. Moist Critical. This guy does tier lists just kind of like on the fly, like he makes tier lists like for Arby's, for let's see, Death Row Last Meal, dipping sauces tier list, Gordon Ramsay food, chicken sandwiches. He did like a vegan like TV dinner, like frozen stuff, frozen foods that were like vegan alternatives. That is kind of like really what I was going for. I definitely should never ever in this is really fair criticism. I should never have presented myself in anything but just like a cooked take, and try to present it as like an expert. I should not even try to react or analyze anyone else's video. I don't even know why this video is up, to be honest. I have no idea why I don't manage my clips, or really I don't manage my YouTube at all. I don't know why this is even up. Let me take this video down. I don't know why I'm reacting to Kadrill's tier list at all. It doesn't make any sense. Of course, he's going to have 100 times more, 100 times more informed opinion than me. I don't think I watched more than an hour of LPL this entire year. So I'm just making a predictions tier list sort of for MSI, just like because I can. How do I take this video down? Does anyone know? Let me just hit the edit video button. Let's see here. We'll unlist the video. I also have like this one right here. Hold on. Who are the best teams in the world? Like why do I even have my... I was just killing time on stream. I don't know why this is even like listed on my clips channel. This is like terrible content, straight up. It is. I fully agree. This is dog shit content. And my take should not be taken as anything other than
above
a cooked take.
LPL buff at MSI. He gave reasoning on stream. It's hard to judge based off of a picture. Okay. I think like maybe the X factor is just like how well
I bet you the same way that I just said what Kadrill's reasoning probably is, because that would be just the most logical reasoning. I bet you Doublelift would not be able to see that reasoning. Like if he wanted to be fair in this clip, he would just...
See, this is where Dom goes like... Let me listen to this again, actually. This is like part of the reason why I never listen to anything Dom has to say, especially about me, because he's so biased. He obviously really strongly dislikes me. So let me listen to this part again. One sec.
The same way that I just said what Kadrill's reasoning probably is, because that would be just the most logical reasoning. I bet you Doublelift would not be able to see that reasoning. Like if he...
Like, why would he assume the worst about me in this case? Of course I'd be able to listen to someone's opinion about the teams that is way more well-informed than me and agree with it. I think like the thing is that Dom is painting me to be like an enemy of Kadrill when I'm totally not. I only have like positive things to say about Kadrill on my stream, but I always have. These people who like watch these videos and feed into this negativity have never watched my stream. They have never watched my stream. Look at this top comment, actually. What is this? Double Watch saw Cadril hit 10x his view count, decided to start some drama. What the fuck is that, bro? Like, this is like crazy projection. I'm happy for Cadril. I think Cadril's a great thing for the scene. Like, how does this have 1.4k likes as if I'm like somebody who's really jealous and bitter against Cadril? Like, I really dislike Cadril or something, and I wish it was, oh man, like, man, the Cadril doesn't deserve that success. That should be me. Of course Cadril deserves what he has. Double Watched XCD. It is so funny because I don't know. Let's keep watching.
To be fair, in this clip, he would just say that during the video. He's like, okay, so the reason why Cadril thinks this is obviously because he's favoring like the bot side. And then if you were to make the argument for Gen G, what would you say? You'd say, okay, well, the reason why I think Gen G.
Okay, the reason why would be because, I mean, it doesn't even really matter, bro. But like, you know, they're like, Korean teams have better macro than Chinese teams on average.
Is because Gen G will out macro them. They're going to rotate lanes. They're going to potentially even lane swap. They're going to make the game a macro heavy lane assignment based game, and when it comes down to objective fights and mid game macro, Gen G will just be too far ahead from these swaps for BLG to outplay them in team fights, and BLG will not be able to get the same leads over Gen G that they did over top esports and other LPL teams because Gen G will refuse to match them in the lanes. Like, you'd make an argument like that. You'd say Chovy is the best player in the world. They're really good at funneling resources into him, and Gen G's macro will overtake BLG. Like, that is the argument.
Amazing stuff. Amazing analysis, Tom.
Like, we don't even watch the fucking game. We don't even watch the fucking teams, but then we're just like giving these opinions and like acting like Cadril's opinions are ridiculous when these are just like.
You know what? I feel like this. Does anyone have a TLDR for the rest of the video? Should I just keep watching the rest of the video? Because I think like we've already gone over this. Is save the video for when you have food. Watch the Cadril part. Like, is it a different video? Or is it part of the same video?
Pretty reasonable. Like, Cadril is pretty fucking reasonable about the game, man. Like, I know that some people get mad at like his overreactions or whatever. Like, I don't think that Cadril.
What? Okay, Cadril clips. I mean, let me know if there's anything else part of this video. It's a 19-minute video, guys. Like, I know I'm running out of content and stuff, but I can't be watching a 19-minute Dom video, even on 1.25x. Let's see. This one? Cadril reacts to Doublelift's criticism as MSI tier list?
What's going on with Doublelift? What happened?
The fourth one.
Hold up for a second. Imagine the possibilities of the rumors. Think about this. Fearless draft LPL, the shy and best. Dom just fucking unleashes on him for 20 minutes. Like, what? Dom is such a beast, man. Yo, Dom and me go way back, man. That guy, Dom always has my back. It's crazy. And I also do think any excuse to flame Doublelift is good for him. Because, I mean, what Doublelift said about Dom was kind of... I mean, what Doublelift said about Dom was kind of disgusting. I didn't realize he said this.
React to the lying allegations.
So Dom called him out for lying about lane swaps, basically, I think.
I don't want to watch anything that Dom has to say. This guy's just a parasite.
Parasite?
I didn't realize he said that.
Complete moron.
True, no?
Like, what the fuck? So yeah, to be honest, I feel like that then gets a bit personal, doesn't it? Like, it's gone from, hey, your league opinion's wrong, to you're a fucking idiot, fuck you. I don't know, everyone's got their own opinion. Everyone's like, Dom's right! Someone else is like, Doublelift is my goat! The other guy's like, stop farming each other for money! It's like... The comments are great. I mean, if you want to put it into context, it's like... It has 750 comments. When was the last time you saw a Reddit thread with 750 comments that wasn't the post-match thread? Like, what the fuck?
I know, dude. This shit is like, it's like popping off. That's why I have to even look at it to begin with.
I watched this video and Dom was like kind of correct. He didn't watch my tier list video. Watch it. Okay, watch it.
I came across this.
Bro, listen to Dom's voice. He sounds so proud. He's like, today I'm about to give Doublelift a fisting session.
Video on my YouTube feed from Doublelift criticizing Cadril's MSI tier list. And I had to make this video because I feel like so much bullshit goes on.
I remember, sorry, before this starts, there was one comment on Reddit thread, like, why doesn't Cadril stand up for himself? Dom's his bodyguard. It's like, it's not about Dom being my bodyguard. I think Dom just doesn't like it when people get disrespected in the community. Like, Dom will just call anyone out.
Poke, let's go, man.
But I can fight my own battles, you know? Like, if I wanted to fight back, I would, but I don't want to, you know? I'm not about that.
You know what? It does seem like Cadril is bothered by this. I should definitely send him an apology on Discord, which I will do either right after the stream or maybe even right now if I can figure out what words to use. But you know, I'm definitely sorry that I disrespected Cadril. That was what I said about him being you know, paid by the CCP, or like, you know, what a crazy take. He has an infinitely more informed take than I do. And I guess to sum it up, I was watching the games for fun, and I never ever wanted to present my tier list as anything but just a fuck, I'm getting a phone call. Never wanted to present my tier list as anything but just kind of like a first impressions kind of tier list. Nothing serious, nothing informed. Didn't watch a single LCK game the entire split pretty much. I think I maybe watched a couple T1 games late at night on my phone. Didn't watch a single LPL game except for the finals, which I watched the highlights of. Didn't watch a single LEC game. Didn't even know who like was on the teams, to be honest. Only ended up skimming the finals on stream and then coming up with a kind of like on the fly, not really supposed to be taken seriously tier list. I think the biggest problem is the way that the videos presented the situation, like on my clips channel, is like I'm trying to, you know, now I'm trying to, I definitely understand where the criticism comes from. I made a video, or my editor, but like it's an extension of me. My clips channel had a video that made it seem like I'm trying to present myself as an expert, or even really just like as an informed party at all. And that was completely wrong. Bro went from hating on Dom to never that serious the second this dude started apologizing. Wait, what does that mean?
I feel like what I've learned from drama is it never ends well. Sure, you get clipped, but both of you just look a bit silly afterwards. You know?
Never ends
like,
well.
Chill out. But this I don't think this is drama. What Dom's doing. Dom's just to me at least is Doublelift said something and then Dom's proving him wrong basically. Because there's a difference between having a take and shitting on someone else's take. You know.
Totally. You know what? Cadril said it the best. I never ever should have shit on someone who's way more informed than me's take. I was just joking and also not really taking it seriously at all. Really just like fucking around, not taking Cadril's take seriously, taking 1 millisecond to look at a screenshot and not listen to any of the reasoning behind it, because I didn't think tier lists were really a big deal, to be honest. I thought tier lists were just something that people throw up, take a glance at, and they go like, wow, that's cooked, or like, wow, that's based. That's all.
In the league space right now, especially with content creators. And one thing that I really hate is people going out and putting their opinion into the world or into the conversation without doing any of their due diligence, without watching games. I feel like you can have your opinion. You know, everyone can have different opinions. I'm fine with people having.
Let MSI decide who's wrong.
All that stuff is
I think that's the main. That's actually the main thing that people will always say. It's like the results don't really matter all that much. I mean, the whole thing is just very unserious. Like, I feel like the whole thing is really just like super troll, because people make predictions, and even though they have like all of the analysis correct and they've done all of the research, they actually could be wrong, but that doesn't make the other guy like more informed than them, because they like randomly predicted an upset, or they had like a crazy take, like for example, oh, I think like Genji's bot lane is actually the best in the whole tournament. And it's like, well, actually that's kind of their weakness. At least from what I saw in the finals. Once again, only watched one singular series, but okay, that's actually a horrendous example. Let me talk about something that I actually know. If you forget what I just said for the last 10 seconds, once again, I just pulled something out of my ass after watching one single series. How about if you said FlyQuest bot lane is the hard carry of the team? If you said that, and then all of a sudden they showed up to MSI and they smashed every Eastern bot lane in the entire tournament, you'd be like, what the fuck is this guy? Like, how did, like, you didn't know that. You just like randomly were right and lucky. And like in the same way that like my tier list or really anyone's tier list can be like right and lucky, doesn't really make them an authority figure or like a trustworthy person when it comes to like analyzing the game or analyzing the tournament. My tier list looked like exactly. My tier list was complete trash. I don't know who took the video seriously in the first place after watching one BO5. Yeah, I don't know. The context is like I was watching one best of 5 from every region and coming up with a tier list from that. I really think that the main problem is just simple, guys. I don't know why my Clips channel presented this as some sort of like informational thing, and also I don't really know why I was going so hard on Cadril. Like that was actually just cringe, and I should not have shit on his take. I should have just had my own cooked and uninformed take and not really said anything about anyone else. That was, shouldn't be making jokes about Cadril like that.
I really
don't get involved. How can I not get involved? I'm the root of all of this. The tree has grown and they're the branches. I'm at the bottom underneath the soil, man. This is... What do you want me to do? Like, I am involved in this now. I mean, I want to watch the video. The chat wants to watch the video. We'll watch the video and then we'll wrap it up. Dom's defending me, you know. I feel like.
Let's go, man.
I don't know.
hate is when somebody.
I've never had someone defend me like this before. That's crazy.
And put her playlist underneath XTD.
I've never had someone defend me
Puts
before.
in 1/50th, 1/100th of the work of other people in terms of actually trying to figure out what is going on, watching games yourself.
My
and then goes
things,
out
my
and
orders
just,
here soon, so let's watch.
just shits on them for their take. So we're gonna watch some clips of Doublelift reacting to Cadril here. Cadril's MSI tier list.
I think I already.
Why I think
Okay,
this
well we'll
is
just keep.
so
We'll keep.
fucking cringe and so disingenuous to go about things. So let's start it off.
Okay, let's go see Cadril's tier list.
Let me stream that this is completely defensive.
It's like saying that the other person for thinking that is dumb as hell, you know? That's the whole point of this, right?
Yeah.
Second seed from EU because of the way that the
You know what?
Hates Doublelift? No, I know
I
that.
could see why that was upsetting.
Like about so yeah, I think BLG being the best team over Genji. I think this is preference, right? Like if you were to ask Kate Weekend playing
Time.
double
One, he's no. Didn't show anything better than Genji.
Genji watching 5 hours. All right,
How the fuck are they gonna complain?
What?
Genji and T1.
or if you watch the game like
Fine shot and call someone high as. And I think the whole like root of this is like just I guess respect, you know? It's like I'm not a person who will care about this stuff, but I do think it's like
For sure, for sure. I gotta give Cato respect where he is due.
a bit disrespectful to
And I always have. And if anyone at any point asks me who is going to be able to best analyze MSI teams, it would probably be Cadril or even Dom, because these guys watch every single region, and I don't watch any region except for LCS. I don't think that I'm like some sort of savant of the game that can watch a 1 hour fucking skimmed series or even 10 hours of like a team and have like amazing fucking read on them, as opposed to these guys who watch it, I don't even know, like probably like fucking every single week, and they keep track of the league and how good they are relative to everyone else and what even got them to the finals. Like there's no way. So totally agree.
and call someone high as fucking, you know, shit on their opinion. At least get some context, maybe, you know. I'm not gonna
React to
sit here and,
JoJo's tier list.
shit on him for not respecting whatever, but or like being a human about someone's opinion, you know.
I don't think I should be reacting to tier lists anymore. You know what? I think this is a very amazing and well-informed tier list, looking like Fnatic and G2 all the way down in E tier, under PSG and under Brazil, who is in A tier. Fucking
At
based.
least just like, am I not worth 5 minutes of your time for you to form your opinion before you shit? Is that it?
I don't want to get on anyone's nerves, guys. I think this tier list is amazing.
Like, I don't get it. What you're trying to like get at, though. I guess.
G and T1. It's LPL buff at
Like,
MSI. He gave
my
reasoning on
thing
stream.
about
It's hard to
the-
judge based off of a
One
picture.
sec, daily reminder that there's 3 grown men beefing over tier lists. True. The beef is stemming
Somebody
from a tier
said
list of a
3
kid's
grown men
fucking
beating each
childhood
other over
game,
tier
to be
list.
honest. But
No,
fucking-
dude.
That kid's wizard game is our life, I guess. So we're going deeper.
Hey Cathedral,
It's so deep, bro. It's so deep.
Payment in 2 to 3 days. Please delete the last part for donation.
more than he likes LPL. Doublelift is so lost. Bro actually said 369 and Jackalove are bad players, and LPL is just as good as
369
LEC.
bad
the
player?
fact that Doublelift thinks
369 is the
that
best
top
top in the
esports bot lane
world.
has showed less than Fnatic's reason.
I'm gonna put Cage will put 369 best top in the world.
Okay, so now we're just going into like the random like knee-jerk reactions that I had watching the series.
He probably some
Pool
issues with
sucks.
his champion pool.
Yeah,
hasn't
he
been
gets
able to
cold.
in the year.
Okay,
Like
so we're going into the
Nice.
weeds of like, you know, why, but all of this just stems back to the fact that
as we saw in finals,
I didn't really
this is
care.
something that would be more reasonable. I don't think
And-
Kane was just like, yeah, I think Zeus is fucking bad. Like, he didn't even watch.
Yeah, that's totally true. If you watched the LCK finals and you saw the way that Keen just fucking made Zeus's son, you would actually think that Zeus was like fucking god awful actually, and he might just like run it down to MSI. Totally agree. You know, you
think
shouldn't make
BLG is
like
the best team?
I thought Zeus was
really
the best
sweeping
from the
conclusions off
world
of
in
like
theory.
watching one series, even
In the world,
even
the
watching
entire
two
regular season,
series,
I just
three
love BLG.
series.
He's just
What do you mean?
looking.
I love.
There might be a reason, by the way, that he was the night play.
The best way I can describe this is like, let's say I'm at school, okay, and I'm walking around. I just closed my locker. I'm walking to class. Doublelift walks up to me and he's like, and I got in like, let's say I've been studying science all year, and he comes up to me and goes, "You know nothing about science, idiot." And I'm like, okay, I don't care what you think, and I walk away. And then I hear a noise behind me. I turn around and Dom's just fucking knocked him out with his fist instantly on the ground, and he's screaming at him. Like, "Shut the fuck up, idiot!" That's basically what's happened. So I'm just kind of sitting there like, oh, damn.
I mean, it's 12 teams.
Oh my
That's a lot of
god,
teams for
that's so
MSI.
funny.
Why do I think
Holy
T1 always
shit.
win MSI? Because T1 always does the best.
That is the perfect analogy, straight up. Yeah, like it's like
tournaments where they have to play.
like
at
Dom
least,
Dom
5
came to
rounds.
Cagel's
I
defense
think T1 powers
fast,
up all the time
guys.
as well.
Okay. I don't know. Is there anything that I missed about the whole situation? I mean, is there anything that I like didn't address? No, I'm telling you guys, like Dom is like obsessed with me. I swear, this guy like he. I mean, I get it. He's a content creator, but like, I swear he is like just obsessed. I like, he just makes videos about me like on the weekly. It's fucking weird, guys. I gotta be careful with what I say on stream. Also, I gotta be careful. I gotta be more careful with my clips editor, because sometimes like just like some random shit happens on stream and without any context, if it gets posted on YouTube, it's fucking Jover for me. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously he dislikes me. I mean, I don't really care. The thing is, the difference between us is like I don't like him, but like I don't engage with him. You know, for people that like bring that kind of negativity, I just like don't engage. You know what I mean? I feel like I had to, because in this case it kind of involved Cadrill and it seemed to blow up on Reddit. I was like, oh shit, like that's a lot of fucking Reddit comments. Like I gotta actually watch the video now. And I watched about 5 minutes of it, to be fair, but. I know, dude. He might be my secret admirer a little bit. I wouldn't blame him. I'm kind of Chinese Chad with bowl cut. Anyways, in this specific case, I think in this case, like the criticism is definitely like, at least partially, I would say, being completely fair here. I think it's real. Like, I don't know why the fuck I would say that about Cadrill's tier list when I have no idea what I'm talking about. But I feel like all the like negative intentions involved in it is just coming out of his personal bias against me, right? Because like if you were there for the stream, you would know that the entire thing was just completely troll anyways. In fact, like the chat asked me multiple times during the whole thing, like, how are you going to make a tier list after watching the finals only watching the finals? And I would respond to the chatters and I'd be like, yeah, no, it's going to be cooked. Like, I already knew that. Like, the whole thing was just like not really supposed to be serious. But I do regret that that video went up and kind of presented itself that way, that I'm trying to, you know, stuff. I'm like putting someone down, and I'm also putting my like super fucking troll take out there. Kind of makes it seem like I'm trying to like egotistically make myself as the authority figure on this like MSI tier list. Like, my tier list is way better than yours, bro. I don't know. I shouldn't have done that for sure. Shouldn't have made jokes about Cadrill like that. I'm sure he lost a lot of sleep over it. Gonna have to give him an apology, no joke. I would have doubled down. I don't think there's anything wrong with addressing criticism about you and accepting it. You know that meme about like the worst person you know has a good opinion or had a great idea, and it's like this like crushing feeling. It's like that's kind of how I feel right now. It's like, well, yeah, like I don't like Dom, but I think he made a pretty fair point. Saying you doubled down when you're wrong is legit. I would never double down on being like how the thumbnail that Dom uses would actually be real if like I doubled down on my take after watching 1 hour of LPL for an entire split. It would kind of be the same shit as if someone drew some conclusions and challenged like, yo, I know way more about LCS than you, bro. I watched the finals between FlyQuest and TL. FlyQuest lost 1-3 to TL. TL shit on them every single time, basically. They're so much better. They're like 4 tiers ahead of TL. I'd be like, you're brain dead. Move on with my life. Mm-hmm.
I'm on to you.
Doubling down like Monty did with his horrendous take? You know, that's actually another question that I have.
Rules are made to be broken.
What was even the counter argument to what I said? Like, I didn't pay any attention to it because those guys, to me, are like super unhinged people. Like, what was even the counter argument to like what I said? So Monty called BDS out for like just this is maybe troll for me to even ask chat to inform me about like what even happened. But like, I know that like they completely disagreed with what I said. That Monty definitely shouldn't be calling BDS out for cheating without proof. Maybe I have to watch the video as well, bro. Like, maybe we got to go deep into this drama. Watch minute 20 in Kato's video, you will see that he actually wasn't too bothered. I mean, I think that if you're streaming, it's pretty fair to say that like when something is bothering you, you're going to hide that a lot more. I mean, you're either going to do one of two things. You're going to ham up that you're bothered like for content because you're streaming, or you're going to kind of like suppress that feeling and just move on because no one wants to watch a streamer who's getting bothered and triggered. I mean, regardless of whether or not the person is bothered, I think, you know, if I take the action that happened and just look at what happened, I think he deserves an apology. I'm sure you guys have been in many situations where someone apologized to you and they didn't need to, but you appreciated that they were sensible enough to do that anyways. It just shows that that person is being considerate, or at least like being reflective about what they did. It didn't really bug you that much or really at all, but you appreciated that they even tried to apologize. That happens a lot, and I don't want to have any sort of bad relationship with Kadrill, you know, whatsoever. Okay, someone says, Dom said that Monty's probably talking nonsense. He said that your reasoning isn't right because it was a different type of lane swap. But his YouTube comments cooked Dom and called him out for his hate boner for you. In this case, the community was more on your side. Interesting. I don't really know how you can like defend someone who would make such a serious allegation. Okay. Let me give you guys the best analogy that I can, or sort of like a parallel situation that I can think of. What if I went out and said, I think that Team Liquid got scrim leaks from FlyQuest because they counter-stratted this thing without ever having seen this strategy before. You know, I think that Team Liquid got leaked scrims, and that's how they were able to counter-strat against FlyQuest
Those are made to be
or
broken.
against whoever.
Like buildings.
Can you imagine how many videos Dom would make about that take? Right? Like, I am almost positive, I'm like 99.99% positive that Dom would like be foaming at the mouth and be like, holy shit, what a dog shit take that was. Like, how can he just randomly accuse the Angels over at that team of cheating? But like, when his friend does it, he will excuse it and criticize the people who call that out as if like that's like just an okay thing to do. I would say that like my tier lists being like really troll is like, to me, it's overall nothing. Maybe I'm biased because I'm on like the receiving end of it, but I would say like when you accuse somebody of doing something unethical to get a competitive advantage, that's like, holy shit, you know? Like, as someone who took competition very seriously, I would not be okay with someone saying that about me. I would definitely be like extremely upset if someone said, yo, Doublelift, you did this thing that was really like kind of like against the moral code of being a pro player, and that's how you got an advantage in this game. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, show me the proof, bro. So, I mean, like, all in all, like, everyone has their own biases and stuff, but I don't feel like a lot of this stuff is worth engaging in. Monty's proof is just that he's a knower. Like, what I would really, like, what would make the most sense in that situation is if Monty was like, yo, that was, like, pretty fucking troll what I said. You know, like, I don't really have any proof that I can share, and, like, I take it back, you know, like, that was just, like, something I thought of in the moment, didn't realize how serious that was to say. You know, my bad. The Monty double down. Dude, Monty was, like, tweeting at me and shit and saying, like, is he an idiot who doesn't understand the difference between a lane swap and a late invade with Sion? Like, of course I understand the difference. I was on teams that did both. Go back and watch 2019 Worlds Group Stage, us versus Damwon, Impact, lane swapped with Sion. We did a lane swap Sion strategy, and then go back and watch our games in 2023 Spring with Tenacity, and we did the 4-man invade with Sion into, like, looking for a dive. Right? Like, we literally did, I've literally done both strategies within the last 4 years. Of course I understand the difference. It's, like, pretty much irrelevant to, like, what I'm saying. Doesn't fit the narrative. It's just crazy stuff, bro. Like, I think you're obviously going to be biased towards your friends and biased against people you don't like. That's just what happens.